Welcome back to Philippines Uncut. I'm Buddy Cunana. Tonight's topic is Good News Philippines, social entrepreneurship and nation building. And joining us still are Freddie Tinga, Pinky Po, and Rose Cabrera, the leaders of social entrepreneurship here in the Philippines. So let's pick up where, for sure.
Excuse me.
Now let's pick up where we left off. I mean, this COMET is really a very impressive project. And we stopped early, before we stopped for the break. You said that the COMET will entail, result in a better life for the jeepney driver, meaning that the jeepney driver switches to the COMET as opposed to driving a diesel-powered Jeep, standard Jeep, his life will be better. How is that?
Well, right now they're driving 16 hours. Their income is not assured. No, it's a very polluted environment that they're in. Yung jeepney driver laging nakaganyan yan dahil mainit yung likod. And we're saying, okay, from 16, you're down to 8. We do 2 shifts for the COMET, and you'll earn the same, if not more. We're working with Gawad Kalinga. They have
They'll be on a salary. Like
a salary
like a
plus
salary.
A bonus,
okay,
which is based not on how well your Jeep does or your COMET does, but how well the route does. So from a competitive environment na nag-aagawan sila ng pasahero, it becomes a cooperative.
Like a team.
Exactly.
Like they all win.
Yeah.
They all come on ahead. And like now, parang it's like a gladiator battle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we do the dispatch. So sabi namin, makinig kayo, we know when to send you out. So it's fleet managed. As opposed to now, there is no management system. And then on top of that, because they do get to spend less hours, and we do think we're going to generate a lot more income, both on transport and on media, we're also able to give them healthcare insurance for the first time. We're able to give them SSS for the first time, you know. So you have to incentivize people to go to a sustainable business. You know, it's a hand-to-mouth existence. These poor guys have hand-to-mouth existence. And if you expect them to do the right thing just because it's the right thing, they won't. It has to be a better life for them. So that's our approach. You know, that's the social enterprise approach. Make this solution better for them, and they will do the right thing.
How about for bigger? I mean, this whole fleet managed system, this is really one of the solutions, the traffic gridlock here. I mean, traffic is caused by buses, by jeepneys. I mean, a lot of it is caused by that. Because as you said, I mean, it's not fleet managed. It's all, everyone, I mean, every driver for himself, basically, no? So how about buses? Is this possible on a bigger scale?
We think so, but we don't want to go there yet. Might be a little too scary for the bus operators now. But our premise has been that the Jeep, a 20-seater, is actually an excellent size for mass transport. You look at a bus during non-rush hours, there's 3 or 5 people inside. That's a waste. You know, if you do smaller vehicles, as long as they're fleet managed and clean, you'll have the perfect ecosystem. So we don't need $1 billion to build a light rail system. We think if properly managed, you can get away with building, well, we think the perfect solution, especially for developing countries like ours.
I mean, it's such a simple solution. Use technology solutions to solve everyday problems.
Yeah, with social enterprise.
With social enterprise.
That's the
Beautiful.
key. Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, let's talk about practicality. How much does one of these COMETs cost?
Well, the price to build it is, you know, it's over $1 million.
Ouch.
Yeah, but the key is how to pass it on. So we're passing it on at 350,000 pesos, and we even have a microfinance arm to help the owners and the drivers.
You're passing it on at 350,000 pesos.
Yes.
But it costs $1 million to build.
Yeah.
So who's subsidizing this?
So I manage it for 10 years.
Okay.
I'm your property manager.
That's where the money comes from.
Yeah, so I get my cuts to manage it. I get my amortization. And in the end, we're running a very, very profitable enterprise. But you also get a very nice return. As an owner, I can tell you, if 350,000 is the money you pay us, you're probably going to get that back in less than 2 years. And then everything after that's gravy.
It's profit and goes back to your initial cost, which is over $1 million.
Yeah. Well, and to them also.
Yeah.
They're 350.
They get their 350 back, and then you also.
Yes.
As the 10 years goes by. Now, technology. Is the technology hard to manage? Because like you know, people now, as opposed to standard Jeep where people pay. When you ride, you pay money. Here, people use this e-card or something like that. And I assume it's prepaid.
It's prepaid.
And you just have to press it up to a little, like a
Sensor.
Like a sensor,
Yeah.
and then it automatically takes money off the card.
Yes.
Now, this whole, even tracking this, it's all computerized, use GPS and all this stuff.
Exactly.
Is the technology very hard to manage? It sounds like a very complicated, very big operation.
It's actually not. I mean, this all exists out there. The electric vehicle exists, the RFID systems exist. All of this is out there. What they never had was the people part, no? And the thing to remember when you're rolling out technology, always remember the people, not the technology. So RFID, great. Okay, why will they use the card? If they had a chance to win at a raffle every day, they'd use the card. If the passengers had insurance because they use the card, then they register themselves. So you have to make them want to use the card as opposed to forcing them to use the card. So that's where the whole social enterprise and maybe the politics of experience comes in, right? They have to like it.
Are these vehicles sturdy? Because Jeeps are like tanks, no? They're like urban warfare tanks, no?
Yeah.
I mean, electric car. When you say electric car, I'm thinking like a golf cart.
Yeah.
So are these
Yeah.
sturdy enough to manage the holes in the street and like the gitgitan and all that? I mean,
They're actually pretty good. Huh? I mean, and my partner Ken said, my father is a Porsche, my mother's a golf cart. That's where we ended up with this vehicle. It's got air suspension. It's a great vehicle and all that. And you look at it, it's very light, meaning if you hit it, it's going to move. The problem with vehicles that don't move is the passengers get
are the
jarred.
ones who move.
Exactly, they get jarred inside, no?
Yeah.
The other dangerous thing about a jeepney is, and this is why the COMET's so different, you come in from the rear. Nobody does that in the world, no? You've heard a lot of people get,
Rear-ended, sure.
rear-ended,
Sure.
you get squashed. A jeepney in a low-speed accident, yung may masagasaan lang ng konti, pwedeng mamatay eh. Just because it's, as you said, a tank, it's a battering ram, You hit someone, the guy goes underneath
Game
the
over.
jeep.
Game over,
Yeah. So what we have is a safer vehicle by a long shot.
Now, ladies, I mean, this is such a good project. I mean, how did you? What are your are you optimistic that this thing will work here in the Philippines? I mean, it really is a big effort, a big endeavor to really roll this out. And this is a good solution. But what are your opinion, ladies?
Well, I tell him I pray for him every day because this is such a game changer,
Absolutely.
So, and
Absolutely.
we want it to work. So we're very hopeful.
What
I mean, I've met the people in their team, very talented people, very dedicated. So.
Okay, what about resistance from traditional stakeholders in the industry? Do you envision any, like any resistance to this?
Well, and I think this is where GK and Gkinomics comes in. By them helping us gain access to the community, it's really taken away the resistance. When we met President Obama, we were with the head of one of the transport organizations, Obet Martin. He's selling this to everyone. I mean, we're thinking of firing our sales head because we have a better one in Obet, right? So it's great. There is no way around working the community, and that's what we keep telling people.
And make them want it.
And make them.
In this case, I mean, if everything really works out well, then I can't see a reason why they wouldn't want it.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Their complaint now, the transport organizations, is why is he coming before us? But nauna yung deployment niya. So, yeah, I mean, I like that complaint rather than I don't want to do it, right? So,
What is your timetable? When do you guys expect this? I mean, are you doing field trials already? Are you with communities? Are you rolling out units already?
well, the units were supposed to be rolling out already. We've had problems with this. The ports, you can't bring in anything into the ports now because of this truck ban issue and all that. But given that, June, you'll see the first units out on the road in June. We'll
Where's
have
your pilot going to be?
Monumento, SM North EDSA.
Nice.
Yeah. But you will see them out in Pasay, you will see them out in Manila. We chose the denser areas first. No? And that's where we wanted to prove ourselves.
Yes. Now, Pinky, how are you guys in G-Economics preparing the community for this? Are you guys doing some like information campaigns about this? I mean, how are you helping get, lay the groundwork for the entry of this wonderful new vehicle?
Actually, our preparation with the community is really more of heart and attitude rather than an intellectual, because the marketing materials can come, but if the hearts are not ready and the mindsets are not ready to take it, it will not happen. So when we talk to them, it's really saying, here's our comfort zone. here's what we've been doing, and this is what happens. Our kids are not able to go to school. We don't have health care. But if you're with us, you're committed, we're with you, we're committed, we're all going to go to this together. Something bigger, something more sustainable. And it's time, we teach them to value themselves and their talent. Because a lot of time, what we need to break is a mind barrier where they think, oh, hanggang dito na lang ako because this is what I'm good at. This is just what I'm good for.
Yes, yes.
So that's how we're softening it up, really telling them, you're made for much better than that. You deserve much better. And if you just work hard and be with us, you're going to get. And then when you bring this in, it'll be received, but it's really all in the breaking the mindsets of setting barriers for themselves. We found that to be one of our major problems.
Yes.
That we tell them we believe in them, and they're the ones setting limits, saying, hanggang dito na lang ako. And here we are, and that's our major part of the work, getting them to really believe in themselves, the dignity of what they do and what
Very
they're able
nice,
to
very
do,
nice.
and what their children will be capable of doing.
Very nice. On the stakeholder side, Rose, who else is behind this? I mean, okay, Geekonomics is supporting this. Are there any other corporates, for instance, are any corporates behind this project or throwing their weight behind this project?
Freddie's in a better position.
Yeah,
to
I gotta tell you, and this is why I love working with these people. When we were going through this, you had choices. So we were talking to corporates and all that. But the guys who were believing in this, and I'm not saying this in a bad way, were the little people. Guys who felt that social enterprise was the key, people who felt that this. So we've been generally crowdfunded by people like Rose. And so my brother's an investment analyst, and he'll tell you that's not the way to go. You got a lot of noisy little investors. But after he'd seen it, he said, you know what, maybe go ahead, continue that. And I think that's how these social enterprises, that Click Escuelas, Mabuhay Rest Stops, I think over the long haul, that's how you're going to change business mindsets. Because corporates take time to make decisions and all that. The guys are doing it for the cause. It has to be profitable, it has to be sustainable, but the cause is near and dear to them. Those are the ones supporting this.
Those who actually benefit from this directly, who experience the benefits firsthand.
Yeah, so buddy, I can tell you, without people like Rose and the guys who believe in this, we wouldn't have reached the point where we are now, and we will not get to where we want to go. So kudos to them, and this is why I believe that these are the kind of partners you need moving forward.
What about LGUs? Do you have any supporters from the LGUs here in Metro Manila?
Well, they're coming in now, and government and corporates, they're the same thing. They want proof of concept. They want to do it when it's safe. It's like a bank. I'll lend you money when you don't need it, right? But to be fair, there was a bank who did take a flyer on us, no? So I really appreciate that. But it's more the guys who believe in what you're doing. So at a certain point, the funding will be easy. But when times are tough, when you're starting out, it's those guys who believe in what you're trying to do that make it.
I mean, I really believe in this project. Is there room to invest still?
Oh, yeah, we'll talk about it later.
So guys, unfortunately, my show is only 50 minutes, technically, so we've come to the end. But before we go, can we have last words from, let's start from the ladies first. Lady in red, Rose.
Just, it doesn't take, we don't need one hero to fix the problems of the country. It's massive, but if each and every one of us thinks, be inclusive, take care of the environment, take care of people, and be profitable, do well while doing good, we're going to be, A-okay.
Beautiful. Rose?
Well, we're taking this on a road show, as you may know. It's called GNP. Actually, it doesn't necessarily stand for Good News Philippines. It could be Global New Product, Good News People, or whatever. But the idea is really sharing the new springtime of hope in the Philippines and how the Filipino can come up with global quality products and services, and how people can be engaged in social enterprise.
Excellent.
So we hope we can see everyone there in the roadshow, and also you.
And we'll be talking about that hopefully before you roll it out, or maybe after when you guys come back.
Yes.
Okay. Now, last but not least, Freddie, last words?
Yeah, well, the thing for people to remember when you do stuff like this, technology is great, but until you integrate it with helping a community out, helping the people out, really doesn't make any sense. So for us, hopefully, we'll be able to not only talk about it, but show it. And I am, so thankful that people are actually trying to get this thing off the ground and helping make it happen.
Very nice, very inspiring. Ladies, gentlemen, thank you very much for coming on the show again. And rest assured, this is just the start of our coverage of economics and, of course, COMET. Very inspiring project. Freddie, Tinga, I wish you were running for president. Great ideas. This is what we need. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed Good News Philippines and social entrepreneurship here in Philippines Uncut. Join us again next week here in the show where we talk about what matters to you guys because you guys matter the most. I'll see you next week.
As opposed to now, there is no management system. And then on top of that, because they do get to spend less hours, and we do think we're going to generate a lot more income, both on transport and on media, we're also able to give them healthcare insurance for the first time. We're able to give them SSS for the first time, So you have to incentivize people to go to a sustainable business. It's a hand-to-mouth existence. These poor guys have hand-to-mouth existence. And if you expect them to do the right thing just because it's the right thing, they won't. It has to be a better life for them. 16, you're down to 8. We do 2 shifts for the COMET, and you'll earn the same, if not more. We're working with Gawad Kalinga. They have
They'll be on a salary. Like
a salary
regular
plus
salary.
A bonus,
okay,
which is based not on how well your Jeep does or your COMET does, but how well the route does. So from a competitive environment na nag-aagawan sila ng pasahero, it becomes a cooperative.
Like a team.
Exactly.
Like they all win.
Yeah.
They all come out ahead. And like now, parang it's like a gladiator battle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we do the dispatch. So sabi namin, makinig kayo, we know when to send you out. So it's fleet managed.
Now let's pick up where we left off. I mean, this COMET is really a very impressive project. And we stopped early, before we stopped for the break. You said that the COMET will entail result in a better life for the jeepney driver, meaning that the jeepney driver switches to the COMET as opposed to driving a diesel-powered Jeep, standard Jeep, his life will be better. How is that?
Well, right now they're driving 16 hours. Their income is not assured. No, it's a very polluted environment that they're in. Yung jeepney driver laging nakaganyan yan dahil mainit yung likod. And we're saying, okay, so that's our approach. That's the social enterprise approach. Make this solution better for them, and they will do the right thing.
How about for bigger? I mean, this whole fleet managed system, this really is one of the solutions to the traffic gridlock here. I mean, traffic is caused by buses, by jeepneys. I mean, a lot of it is caused by that. Because, as you said, I mean, it's not fleet managed. It's everyone. I mean, every driver for himself, basically. So how about buses? Is this possible on a bigger scale?
We think so. We don't want to go there yet. Might be a little too scary for the bus operators now.
Welcome back to Philippines Uncut. I'm Buddy Kunana. Tonight's topic is Good News Philippines, social entrepreneurship and nation building. And joining us still are Freddie Tinga, Pinky Po, and Rose Cabrera, the leaders of social entrepreneurship here in the Philippines. So let's pick up where, for sure.
Bigat na.
Excuse me.